Airbnb is a total strategy.
Oh,
And I'll tell you why. Airbnb yesterday just deleted the bottom 10% of their houses off their platform. A little over 200,000 houses were deleted from their platform just yesterday. The market of Airbnb is dying and imploding. Okay, tell me about what you guys have going on with 47th.
Ryan is a good friend of mine. He bought that place with a partner, and then now he has no partner, and now a lot of house.
Partner as in like relationship partner or business partner?
Yeah, relationship partner.
Okay, got it. So he bought it with his partner. They broke up. Ryan no longer has a partner. Is the house vacant now?
It is, yeah, really easy to show.
Okay, so Ryan has got a vacant home. It's not moving on the market, I imagine.
It's had plenty of activity, walkable distance to public transit, and right there, I can't remember the trail off the top of my head. Please forgive me. I am not myself today. But trail's right nearby because he needs to run. And one of the only houses with a pool in the backyard and totally updated. It's got solar panels paid off, done. And people flying into Phoenix need one night to stay. Work out the door. I don't know. I think it could be a pretty cool Airbnb, and all the neighbors are great too. I mean, the reality is, yes, he is honestly in a good position. He only bought the place in June, so
okay,
yeah, and
So he bought it in June of last year, which means that the market hasn't gone up enough for him to get out of the house with what he originally paid. He probably is okay not lowering the price. He's okay hanging on to it until he gets the price he wants, is what I'm hearing.
It's just a matter of time, I would imagine, for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's already, did you say he already moved to Denver, or is he still in Phoenix area?
Oh, he's happy back in Denver with his buddies. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So he's at his new engineering job, but he's in a good position, and I have no issue sharing that with you.
Okay. Do you think that he would be open to some sort of seller finance?
If it's framed right. I just know that everybody involved on this side, including the selling agent, who I've not met, really good people. I mean, obviously, it's just the terms, and it's.
Okay, can I give you some homework?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here's what I would do. Tell the listing agent that you are representing a potential buyer, and I'll have you represent me.
Already did that.
Okay, cool. And I would tell him my buyer is open to paying your asking price, but he only buys on seller finance. What kind of terms would get your seller excited? And then call me back. I would say, what kind of terms would get your seller excited about a seller finance deal? Because they'll say, well, just submit an offer.
Yeah. Oh, but see, here's the thing. I've known him for years, and I already know the situation, right? So
okay,
it's an interesting kind of dynamic, but I think there's a win-win somewhere.
I love it. Yeah. Why don't you find out what they'd be interested on terms? Here's what happens. As you can see, we work a lot of deals and we make a lot of phone calls. And when an agent says, well, just, throw something on paper for me and I'll present it to my client. My answer is always, let me know your client is actually interested in seller finance, then let's get on a conversation and figure out what works for both parties. If it was a cash deal, right, and I'm coming in with cash, that's pretty simple. There's only one term, right? Price and what day we're closing escrow.
Sure.
With creative finance, there's price, down payment, interest rate, length of time, and close of escrow. And putting that on paper can be really confusing. Yeah. And so if they're interested in saying yes, then I would ask them what would get them excited, and let's get on another call.
Okay. And I'm happy to share all that, and I have permission to, also with his financials too. Why was it structured as 2, and why is the second option so much lower? Because of the opportunity that is this house, the location, and by the way, it is the quietest house, neighborhood, area, and it's right in the middle of everything, and I don't even live there, and I know.
I'll tell you a couple. Are you ready for a long answer?
Yeah, I just want to be transparent. Can you tell me?
Yes, Airbnb is a total strategy.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. Airbnb yesterday just deleted the bottom 10% of their houses off their platform. A little over 200,000 houses were deleted from their platform just yesterday. The market of Airbnb is dying and imploding primarily because the Marriott Group and other companies are lobbying against it. Give you a good example. Atlanta, Georgia. I had 75 Airbnbs a couple of years ago. I now have 0. Why? Airbnb is outlawed in Atlanta, Georgia, unless you are living in the house and are renting out one of your rooms. Same thing.
Will that happen in this area?
It's already happening in Arizona. Scottsdale's outlawing. There's multiple parts of Arizona that are now lobbying against having Airbnbs. And so
even HOA, I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with Phoenix. I apologize.
Even with HOAs. HOAs are the worst. The worst possible thing is doing Airbnb or short-term rental is HOAs. Scottsdale, there's a lot of places that are outlawed, especially around the hotels and public transportation where people would be visiting and trails and all that kind of stuff. In some ways, it's actually worse to have it near nice locations because that's where they're lobbying against.
I don't know, man. It's kind of in the corner of a pretty sweet spot where it's not that, but it is that. And that's why he traveled a lot and the airport was so close. And then you have the trail and then the public transit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just see it.
Here's why I don't like buying. First off, I don't buy primarily for Airbnb. I try to stay away from it. We've got about 2,000 rentals now, and out of those 2,000 rentals, I think we have 3 Airbnbs. That tells you how much I like Airbnb.
Okay.
The other challenge with doing a deal with your client without creative finance is a good example is yesterday I bought a house that has a 2.7% interest rate attached to it. I gave the agent 20 grand. I gave the seller 10 grand, and I walked into a house with less than $30,000 without a credit check, without a bank, and into a mortgage with 2.7%. So
that's cool too.
Yeah, if that's the average deal I'm running into, convincing me to go to a bank and put 30% down and turn into an Airbnb is a really, really bad prospect for me. Now, are there other investors that don't know what I know and they learn how to do like really bad strategies? Absolutely. And I think that there are investors. I could float the deal by like my investor buddies that haven't learned what I learned.
Sure.
And they would potentially really like that deal. But for me, what's the purchase price? What's the listing price right now?
So, $615. He bought it in for $589.
Cool. So $615. So if I go to a bank right now, because I'm an investor, a bank is going to say to me, give me 20% down. So now I'm 120 grand, 130 grand plus closing costs. So let's say 135 out of pocket. Then I'm going to get what rate right now? 6.8% rate, right? That no matter what your strategy is right now, that kills every single deal.
It hurts. I know. It's like just a knife in the side there, twisting it.
It's really tough. I mean, the interest rates kill. It's not so much that the market is slow. It's just that buyers really can't afford the current interest rates.
Hey, you know what? That's me. I am that said person. So.
Yeah. Most real estate agents are that person, which is ironic. You guys are the kings and queens of real estate, but banks won't give you a loan. What I'm now worried about also with your seller is that he bought this in June of last year, which means he also has a 6.5% to 7.5% interest rate. And even if I did take over his mortgage, it probably still wouldn't cash flow at all.
Payments are about $1,800.
Okay. What's his rate? Do you know his rate? I can pull it up on public record, but do you know his rate?
6.87.
Okay, so that kills the deal for almost every investor. That'll kill the deal for. However, I could potentially find a homeowner that would want to take over his rate and give a down payment to him, because a homeowner doesn't care about what their cash flow is, right? They just want to move in the house.
Yeah.
Do you want to see if I can? Here's what I would do: is how long have they had it listed?
Oh, shoot. They're probably coming up on almost about 80 days, which is that average, I'm assuming, for the area.
Yeah, it's about 75 days. You're right. So Nick has had it listed for 80 days. Did you have it listed prior to that?
Oh, it was all me. This is all very, very recent. So
got it.
I just the conversation is. So thank you for calling me.
No problem. So 80 days, that's not a long day on market. Here's what I think we could do. I'll give you different homework. Two different pieces of homework, okay? It's kind of the same thing. hey, listing agent Nick, I've got a buyer that would pay the $615, but he wants a low down payment, and we think that's going to be a no right now.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a no.
Sure.
Because no is how you start saying not yet. The first two letters in not yet are no. Okay? So I'm okay with a no. It always leads into a not yet. So I would throw that out, and then I would throw it out and say he also has a list of business owner buyers that might put a large down payment down if that seller, Ryan, would let us take over that mortgage.
Okay.
And I would just see what he says and come and get back to me.
Okay. Well, okay, here's the thing. You can pretend like I'm a total, I need like creative financing for dummies. So for Ryan's sake, though, I do have to protect my past agency with him still, even though I am so interested in working with you guys, and you don't understand the gravity of how much that would mean to me. But risks, like I need to be sure, like what is your intent? I mean, obviously it's to make money, and I saw some of that earlier. But like, why only 19? Do you have any wiggle room? I need to know.
Why only 19? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Amy's LOI today. Forgive me. I did not sleep very well last night.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even look at the LOI.
Oh, okay. Well, I have something. Okay. But I'm just
I'll be really transparent. The LOI is to trick you into a conversation with me, which is what we've won. Because
you didn't have to trick.
Well, we trick everybody, and the reason being is because it at least sparks a conversation, and then what ends up happening is we end up figuring out the true situation and where we can actually help. The problem with the LOI is we're looking at internet information without talking to a human. So it's 99% of the time it's out of context. And so we get on a conversation, we get the context, and then we ask the real questions of like, where does your seller really need to be? Here's what my intention would be on the property. My intention on the property would be, if I'm the buyer of a deal, I'd put as little money in to get as much money out as possible on a monthly basis, right? I'm not trying to make a quick buck, because if I bought it at $615, the house as it stands right now is not worth $615. How do we know that? How do we know that? We know that because nobody's bought it at $615. The market determines the value, not the appraiser, not the agent, not the seller. The market does, right? So if the market says after 80 days, hey, we've had activity, it's a cute house, but nobody's dropped an offer, that means with the mixture of interest rate climate with the price of $615, no buyer is currently in sight, which means it's not currently worth $615, right?
I actually don't know the current situation well. I only had a moment to speak with Nick, so I do need to get a better pulse on that.
No worries. I'm making a point to lead into my actual point. My point is the house isn't worth $615, and so if I let's say I bought it at $615 with creative finance,
it wouldn't work.
It could work if I put low amount of money down and the property cash flows.
I get that. Okay.
Right. That would work. And the reason being is because I can't buy it at $615 and turn around and sell it for, let's say, $700 and make a profit. There is no profit at $615, right? And I think the reality is buying a house at $615, I didn't buy it at $615. Let's say your seller does sell it to me at $615. Did I buy it at $615? No. I bought it at $622, $712 because of closing costs and whatever else, right? So I'd actually be underwater on day one on the property, which is a problem. So the only benefit to me in that situation is a low down payment and a house that has the ability to cash flow. Like my payment is this, but my income is greater than the payment, right? So,
I love this. Thank you so much for treating me like just...
hey, I needed this too when I first learned it, so don't worry about it. So
I appreciate it.
So for me, I think like the first thing is I look at 6.8%. I've never bought an interest rate or a house with an interest rate greater than 5.2. So I already know I'm not the buyer for something at 6.8%. I do know that there are families that I'm associated with that are all big business owners that cannot qualify for a bank loan. Why? They make money, they own bank.
Life happens.
Well, no. It's not about that. They make money.
Yeah.
They just are smart and they claim $0 on their taxes.
Okay.
And so if I claim $0 on my taxes because I have write-offs and all these other things, Bank of America or Chase is not going to give me a loan.
Well, especially them. I mean, the little
Right.
boxes they put you. Surely.
Exactly. So my benefit, if I'm a family owner, business owner with a family,
Business
and
owner with.
I need a family home, my only possible way of owning a house, if I'm claiming $0 on my taxes, is if Ryan and Nick allow us, me and you, or this family and you, to buy the house
Yeah.
by taking over the payments.
Okay.
So I would
And so
tell Ryan
is-
and Nick, hey, I have a potential buyer that would take over the payments and give you a down payment. What would that take?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
here's what's going to happen. They'll say no. Okay, they're only 80 days on the market, so they're going to say no. I already know. I do this business all the time. So agents at 80 days are in denial still. They're starting to think. Oh,
No. Well, I don't know area. I don't know. I'm again, yeah, Flagstaff. I feel like we're at pulse and and things. I understand. Matter of time for him. Okay, now this is transparent. He's in a good position. I know he'll feel the pressure eventually. But again, like I said, not unreasonable. So tell me, what would the numbers look like for you that I would present if I were your buyers?
I will not present numbers to a seller ever in my life. You could put a gun to my head.
I'm trying to get your business.
Here's what I would do. I don't want the house.
No.
The second you said 6.8%, I immediately checked out.
I know.
But you and I could find a family that would buy it, and they don't care about cash flow. I care about cash flow. A family living in the house does not. Does that make sense? So you and I would go find a family. I have a list of the family or business owners that would buy a house like this.
Cool.
So
Can I talk to them?
Of course. But getting them on a phone call before Ryan and Nick say, yeah, we're interested in a potential taking over the rate would be a waste of your time and the family's time. Here's the order of operations. Step 1.
Yay.
Okay, step 1 goes back to the homework I already gave you. Go to Nick and Ryan. Say, hey, I have a group of families that I can float this house by that can only buy houses with taking over the rate. Is that something you'd be open to?
Yeah.
If so, what would get you excited about saying yes? Like what down payment and what length of time?
So can I role play like your Nick?
Sure.
I thank you for letting me ask all the dumb questions. It's really nice of you. Okay, so hey Nick, how's it going? Thought I'd touch base with you again. Thanks for chatting with me earlier today. It was really nice to meet you, and I'm glad that Ryan's working with you now.
Yeah, no problem. How can I help you today?
Oh yeah, I was able to shoot over some of those loan details over, and I really appreciate you getting that back to me so quickly. But I have, oh shoot, I already forgot.
What you say, I have a family.
I have a family.
I have a family that would like to buy a house like yours. However, they have a problem.
Their problem. Let's see what their problem is.
Their problem is they file $0 on their taxes and cannot qualify for a traditional mortgage.
Okay.
So they would want to take over the rate on Ryan's house. Would you be open to that?
And then what really gets you giddy? Tell me.
Yeah. What down payment? What down payment would get you excited to say yes?
All right. Tell me what those sprinkles look like. Okay. So I'm going to say, hey. So I did mention Amy and I's conversation. They're like, here are the loan details, and I said creative financing. I think it seems really interesting, and it really serves a market.
I mean, I can always get on the phone with Ryan with you.
Oh no, this is fun. I really want to do it.
Okay, cool. All right.
But no, so let me frame it this way. And Nick is kind of my age, and I can probably get through that barrier pretty quick. But really, though, Amy has connected us really with a group of families, not even that a family, in Phoenix that they want a house just like yours. Actually, we already know that. A lot of folks have come through those open houses. So we know that, but they have a problem. And maybe because it's Nick and I'm going to get buddy, I'll be like, you probably might have an idea what that problem is. But do you know anything about creative financing? It's really cool, rad, awesome, but they have a problem. They file 0% on their taxes. And that's because
I think you're already saying too much. I'll give you, literally, you want me to text it to you? I could literally text it to you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so I'll text it to you exactly what to say.
Yeah, okay.
I'll write it down and then I'll text it to you. So all you're gonna say is you're gonna say, hey Nick.
Hey Nick.
I've got a family.
I have a family
interested in the home.
In your home.
Yep. The family owns a business. And they file 0 on their taxes.
And they file 0 on their taxes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so although they make money.
And they make money.
Although they make money. They cannot. Qualify.
Not qualify.
For a traditional mortgage.
That traditional mortgage.
Would you be open?
Would you be open
to letting them?
I feel like I'm in.
Letting them take over.
Letting them take over.
The mortgage payment.
Easy.
And he'll say, no. Okay. You say, okay, no problem.
Okay. Toodaloo.
If something changes. What do you think a down payment would be?
How much? Yeah, that down payment.
Nick says, no, we don't want to do that. Okay, no problem. If something changes, what do you think a down payment would need to be?
Mm-hmm. What do you think a down payment would need to be?
To get Ryan excited.
What would get you excited?
Get Ryan excited about letting someone take over your payments. Mm-hmm. So here's, hey, honestly, I mean, you might be calling Ryan, you might be calling Nick. I don't know who you'll call, but I'm going to pretend like I'm calling Nick, okay? Hey, Nick. Right? You're going to say, hey, Nick, it's Becca. I've got a family interested in the home, and the family owns a business, and they file 0 on their taxes. Okay. Although they do make money, they can't qualify for a traditional mortgage. Would you think that Ryan would be open to letting them take over their mortgage payment? Oh, no? Okay, no problem. Well, maybe something will change over the next couple of months. If the house doesn't sell, what do you think a down payment would need to be in order to get Ryan excited about letting somebody take over the payment?
Oh.
I will literally text all of this to you, by the way.
Please, thank you so much.
And you can read it. You can read it verbatim. I have to be at my house in 20 minutes.
I can't wait. Love it.
I'm leaving right now. I'm glad you were. Hang out on the Zoom, by the way. Stick with us on the Zoom.
Well, thank you so much.
I'm gonna text this to you, and then text me back after you have the conversation with him. Okay?
I would say pace. I really do like your pace on the phone. So
thank you. I appreciate that. Let's try and get a deal done. Even if it's not this house, I'll show you how we do what we do. Come down and hang out at the office tomorrow or sometime this week.
There is an RV park up at the North Rim.
I will take that.
Dude, it is free and clear. I know everything about it. I have rapport with the seller. Same situation. I really got cut off from it.
Why didn't we start there?
I'm sorry. I really don't know. I have a stream of consciousness.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I want you. You and I are not working on this RV park until you had this conversation with Ryan and Nick.
Okay, I'll practice.
That's your homework, and then tomorrow call me about this RV park. We'll finalize that conversation.
Please and thank you.
Thank you.
I would love to be the buyer agent on it, dude. Like, I really can I be honest?
Becca, are you serious? You are shortchanging yourself. Being a buyer's agent.
I was the seller agent.
What, on the RV park?
Yeah, and I love the buyers. It's just the whole thing. And there's no hard feelings, but
Okay, Becca.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you how to stop being an agent fighting for commissions, and I'll show you how to get ownership in the RV park for bringing it to me, okay?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, I got to go. I got to be on another Zoom at my home studio, so I got to jet to my house.
Okay.
Call me tomorrow.
Can you high five me on the screen? There's a camera pointing at you right in front of you. Just high five. Go team, go.
Yay! Everybody give it up for Becca.